If you are a man and you keep repeating the same cycle, this one's for you. Listen up. You chase women who feel like a storm. You get the thrill, you get the spike, you get the uncertainty. Then a good woman shows up, calm, consistent, stable, and you feel nothing. Or you feel irritated, trapped, or you start hunting for flaws. Then you push her away. Not because she's boring, but because your nervous system is bored with peace. You're bored. That's what a mother wound can do. Your first relationship with the feminine is your mother. She is your first role model of warmth, comfort, and emotional safety and soothing. And when that model is unstable, the love template gets wired just wrong. It's a relationship blueprint formed in the early stages that shapes what feels safe, what feels familiar, and how you attach later in life. So if love was inconsistent, your body learns to chase. If love felt conditional, your body learns to perform. If love felt smothering, your body learns to run. And if love felt chaotic, your body loves and learns to crave chaos. Now I'm going to give you an actual healing playbook, not theories, no motivational crap, steps that you can actually practice and implement into your life today. Step 1, expose your pattern like a man. Answer these questions out loud. Do not lie to yourself. Do you lose interest when a woman is consistent? Do you chase harder when she pulls away? Do you feel turned on by hot and cold women? Do you get irritated by good girls because they feel too peaceful? Do you disappear after intimacy? Do you keep options even when you claim you want commitment? Do you flirt or cheat for validation when you feel stressed? Do you confuse anxiety with chemistry? Answer all of these very honestly with yourself. If you said yes to more than 2, you're not just wired that way, you're running a childhood program. And it often ends the same way. You become avoidant, you become a player, you become the man who can pull women, sure, but you can never hold love. There's also research out there that has linked insecure attachment patterns with more short-term mating orientation and multiple lines of work. Translation to that. If bonding feels unsafe, a lot of men default to shallow connection. Step 2, find the exact mother wound that you have. Not every mother wound looks the same. Pick the one that hits you. The cold mother. You had food, you had a home, but you never felt warmth from her. So now you chase warmth in women who barely give it to you, aka emotionally unavailable women. Then there's the inconsistent mother. Some days you got love, some days you got rejection. So now you're addicted to unpredictable women because it feels familiar. The controlling mother. Everything was pressure, guilt for everything, manipulation for everything. So now intimacy feels like a cage, so you run. And the chaotic mother. Drama, explosions, instability. So calm? Calm feels fake. Calm doesn't exist in your world, and you pick women who recreate that emotional climate that you grew up in. Name your type, because you cannot heal a wound that you cannot or won't define. Step 3, catch your activation before it becomes self-sabotage. Your mother wound has a physical signature. You feel it before you think it. Those feelings are tight chest, restless legs, irritation, boredom, the urge to nitpick, the urge to just disappear, the urge to chase new women, the urge to DM somebody, the urge to start a fight so you can justify leaving. Right there. That moment, that is the fork in the road. That right there is so crucial. So say this out loud. This is activation. This is old. This doesn't serve me right now. This is my mother wound. This is not truth. Then delay the action. 10 minutes. No texting, no scrolling, looking at naked women online, no flirting, no escape. Presence with yourself. Because your worst decisions happen when your body and emotions are running the show. Step 4, learn to regulate like it's part of masculinity, because it is. A lot of men call themselves logical, but they're just emotionally numb until they explode or disappear. Regulation is the skill that makes you safe to love. Here is a simple protocol. 2 minutes. Slow inhale through your nose. Longer exhale through your mouth. Relax your jaw, drop your shoulders. Just a couple minutes of regulating yourself. Then move your body. Go walk for 10 minutes. No phone, no distractions, no music. Let your body calm down. And again, be present with yourself. Then ask one question. What am I trying to avoid feeling right now? And answer it honestly. The answer is usually this: shame, fear, rejection, not being enough, feeling controlled, feeling exposed, a number of things. That feeling is the real enemy, not the woman. Step 5, rewire what you're attracted to. This is where men get offended. Good, I do not care. That means that it's true, so pay attention. If your attraction turns on only when there's risk, you're not passionate, you're dysregulated. So install a new software into your brain. These are green flags that should turn you on as a grown man. Consistency, warmth, respect, accountability, calm communication, stable femininity, and peace. And these are the red flags that used to excite you. Hot and cold, confusion, withholding affection, jealousy games, disappearing completely, drama after peace, makeup sex after disrespect, and unpredictability. New rule: if she confuses you, she's not for you. If she makes you anxious, she's not your soulmate. She is your wound. Step 6, kill the player impulse at the source. A player is not a strong man. A player is a scared boy with options. But I get it. The player lifestyle gives you the control, the validation, and the escape, right? End it. You control because nobody gets close enough to hurt you. You validate because your ego stays fed. You escape because you never had to sit in real intimacy and figure it out. So here's the drill that breaks it. When you want to chase a new woman, do this first. Stop. 10 minutes. No contact. Write one sentence. What am I trying to avoid right now? And then answer it. Write the truth. I feel bored because calm feels unfamiliar. I feel trapped. I feel like I'm not enough. I feel ashamed. I feel rejected. I feel exposed. Anything, just write it down. Then regulate yourself. Breathe. Walk. Cold shower if you need to. Lift weights daily if you can. Then choose your standard, not your craving. Cravings are not character. Cravings are chemistry and wiring. Step 7, learn to repair instead of running. This one is huge. Men with a mother wound usually do one of two things in conflict. They disappear or they explode and react. Both are fear. So you need a repair script, not because you're weak, but because you're disciplined and you want better for yourself, right? So say this instead. I'm just activated right now. I'm not leaving. I need 30 minutes to regulate myself. I'm coming back to finish this. Like a man. And then you come back every time. This one habit can change your entire romantic life because most good women, they don't need perfection. They just need consistency and leadership. Step 8, stop dating your mother through random women. This is the part that really stings. A lot of men chase avoidant, chaotic women because it feels like home. Your body is trying to complete the childhood story. So I get it. It makes sense, but it's not right. If you can finally win her love, you can finally win your mother. That's why you keep pulling for the emotionally avoidant girl. You keep proving yourself. You keep earning it. You keep taking the crumbs. That is not love. That is a little boy trying to complete an old mission. So starve that pattern. No late night access relationships, no situationships, no hot, cold women, no disrespect, no games. It's time to grow up. You do not and will not ever negotiate with chaos. Walk away. Step 9, forgive your mother without becoming naive. Forgiveness is not denial. Forgiveness is not pretending that it was okay. Forgiveness is not giving her access. You are doing it for you so you can let it go. Forgiveness is releasing that grip so your love life stops orbiting her. Here's what frees men fast. Seeing your mother as a human, not a god, not a monster, a human with her own wounds. Just imagine what she had to go through. Many people who harm others were harmed first. That doesn't excuse the damage, it just explains the chain. And when you see that chain, you stop passing it forward. You have a little bit more compassion. Do this exercise. Write 2 letters. Letter 1, The truth letter, no censoring. Say what happened, what it cost you, what you learned about women, what you learned about love, what you had to become to survive. Letter 2 is the human letter. What might have happened to her, what she lacked, what she never got, what she repeated, her trauma. Then you choose your boundaries. Forgiveness and access are not the same thing. You can forgive and still protect your peace. Step 10. Therapy and coaching that actually produce results. If you're going to do therapy, then you better demand some outcomes. You better not be in it for 10, 15 years and still the same person. They're just stealing from you at that point. You want measurable change, less avoidance, less cheating behavior, better conflict repair, better partner selection, more calm, more honesty, and more capacity to actually stay and stick it out. If you're talking for years and repeating the same relationships, you're not healing. You are rehearsing your story every time you sit in that chair or couch or whatever's in your therapist's office. Look for approaches that actually move patterns, not just insight. Attachment-focused work, trauma-focused work, somatic work, parts work, whatever it is, do it and practice it and do it intentionally. And if you want structure, you can always book a program with me, not to talk forever, to install behaviors, to kill the player pattern, and to make you safe for a good woman. Step 11, assisted psychedelic work. Some men and women, but some men want a deeper reset, a deeper breakthrough, a deeper emotional release. Now, here's the part that most men miss. That session, that's not the healing. It's the exposure. Integration after that session is the real work and the real healing process. So if you choose to do that assisted work, you run it like a protocol. Preparation, you write a mother timeline, 5 to 10 scenes, age, what happened, what you felt, what you experienced, what you decided, all of that. Examples are, I decided women aren't safe. I decided that closeness equals control. I decided that love equals guilt. I decided I have to perform to be accepted. I decided if I open up, I lose. And then pick one target. One. Stop chasing chaos. Stop sabotaging good women. Stop ghosting. Stop cheating for validation. Stop lying like a player. And then you set one intention. I'm ready to face the moment I stop trusting the feminine. I'm ready to release my addiction to chaos. I'm ready to become safe for real love, finally, because I deserve it. During that work, you aim for the root scene, the moment the boy decided he wasn't safe. And when you meet that younger you, don't lecture him, you protect him. Say this, I see you, I believe you, you didn't deserve that. I'm here now, I'm not leaving you. That's how the armor breaks, not by thinking, by completing what finally got frozen. That is reprogramming, the 30-day plan that makes this permanent, daily. 10 minutes of journaling. What triggered me? What story did I tell? What did I do? What will I do next time? Weekly, make your 2 lists that we talked about. The to-do list, choose consistency, repair the conflict, tell the truth, keep your word, lead with calm, train hard, sleep, and build your damn purpose. The avoid list, what did we talk about? Ghosting, cheating, keeping options, chasing avoidant women, confusing anxiety with love, using sex as validation, and running when it finally gets real. And one boundary rehearsal you can say out loud so you can use it under pressure. I want peace. I do not choose chaos. If you disrespect me, I end the conversation. If you play games, I leave. If you want attention without building something with me, it's a no. If a good woman feels wrong to you, that's not your standards. That is your nervous system. Remember that. If you keep choosing chaos, it's because your body is addicted to familiar pain. So stop pulling for your mother in broken women. Stop rejecting women who bring you stability and peace. That is what you need. If you want the full healing protocol with structure and accountability, I am here for you. Book a program with me and let's do it.